What's up, good people? Today we deal with control it before it kills you. 4 steps to emotional mastery. I told you we were going to deal with this, and today is the day. All of us know somebody, or all of us have even been the person that has done something and reacted out of emotion. We've seen the headlines on TV. We've seen people get in domestic violence situations. We've seen people who have been in situations where it end in petty arguments. They made bad decisions, all because they had bottled up emotions, especially in my community, the Black community. This is a thing we don't like to talk about, but my friends, we need to control our emotions. And a lot of this stems from the house. It stems on how this person was raised. They may never were taught about how to control their emotions, but we have to learn this. If we didn't learn it in childhood, we need to learn it in adulthood. See, you cannot be a slave to your feelings. You have to be the master over your feelings. These are 4 things you can start doing today, and I would advise you to start doing it today. In the first place, name it before you react. You ever just explode and wonder, where in the world did that come from? Like, how did this happen to me? I just lashed out at somebody. See, that's because oftentimes your anger is hid. It's deep, deep down within inside of you. It's a sadness that you have, it's a particular shame that you have, maybe even a guilt or a fear, or some type of disrespect or resentment that you have for that person. And you never actually spoke out about it or ever actually realized these things. You can't hold this type of stuff in. The Bible says in Proverbs 29:11, a fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. Notice, a wise man holds it back. See, a wise man don't react to every single thing that comes his way. He may sit back and reflect on it, or he may observe, but he don't react to every single thing that goes down. So I need you to identify what it is. Name it. Put a name on that thing so you know exactly what is eating you. Like they say, what is eating Gilbert Gray? You need to know what exactly is eating away at you, and then you can write it in a journal, or then you can use your voice to speak out about what's actually going on. But until you do that, you're going to always react out of your feelings and your emotions. I don't want you to do that. Number 2, heal your unspoken hurt. This is a deep one. So many of us are walking around with emotional hurt. We are dealing with trauma from our childhood, and we don't want to speak about it. We do not want to deal with it head on. We wake up every single day with this gut feeling, with something subconsciously in our mind. Some of us have dealt with abuse. Some of us have dealt with divorce. Some of us have dealt with fatherless homes. We've dealt with just flat out neglect from our parents, from our friends, from our family. And we're taught more often than not to suck it up, keep on walking, and just keep on talking. My friends, in the real world, that does not work. At some point, it's going to hit you hard. This is how we have a lot of people with toxic relationships. They have toxic relationships because they have built up toxic emotions. And if you don't deal with these emotions, these toxic ones, it will deal with you. And it will deal with every single person that you say you love. The Bible says in Psalms 147:3, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. God does that. He's a healer. He's a provider. God is our therapy in these situations. If we can go to a counselor, that's great. If we can have an intervention with our family and friends, that's great. There's also another app you can look at. I think it's called Better Help or Betterment Help. You can look at those things. You can do some type of counseling or it's kind of like telemedicine or something you can do on a FaceTime call or a video call to where somebody can counsel you and you don't even have to go into a particular brick and mortar business. You can do that as well. But my friends, you have to heal this unspoken hurt. Now, number 3, change your environment. This is a big one. Your emotions don't just grow in isolation. See, they feed on you and everyone around you. They follow you around. You've heard of baggage. You know, we carry baggage from place to place, from state to state. Toxic friends, violence in your feed. Just think about you looking at it on your social media feed, up and down. All you're doing is watching violent stuff. You're watching all this bad stuff. I talked about this with the movies. See, you have normalized this dysfunction. It's normal to you. Hey, this is just how life happens. Hey, this toxic way that I am, this is just something that I'm used to. This is where people become the type of people that love the ghetto. They love the type of mindset of poverty. They love the type of mindset of robbing, killing, and stealing. They love the type of mindset of degrading their women. This type of mindset you embraced when all along it was a system that was set up to put you in the exact state that you're in. You're unsure of yourself because of everything that is going on. My friends, the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 15:33, bad company corrupts good morals. And so this is bad company that's physically around you or bad company that you keep online. You have to be very vigilant and pay attention to what's going on in your everyday surroundings. You have to be very, very careful with it. See, take a evaluation of your circle. All of us have some type of inner circle, whether it's 1 or 2 people. You have to change that circle if that circle no longer serves you and your values. Not only that, you have to change your circle if you no longer have peace. Not just outer peace, but inner peace. You know, that's when you're talking to yourself in the car. That's when you so mentally about to have a nervous breakdown that you can't even function at your job. You have to change your environment. And last but not least, number 4, make a plan for peace. Listen, peace is not a passive thing. Peace is something you have to actively plan to have. You have to make a decision and you have to be disciplined that I choose peace no matter what goes on around me. Jesus had emotions too, but notice he never lost control of who he really was. Even though everybody said he was not the Son of God, he knew who he was. He knew his mission. He knew his purpose. I need you to have the same type of clarity. Even when the tables are turned around, when your life is flipped upside down, even when somebody is challenging your ego, I want you to know who you are. I want you to know your mission and your purpose. The Bible says in Matthew 5 and verse 9, blessed are the peacemakers, not the ones who are creating these toxic situations or creating hate. These are peacemakers. They create peace. They make peace wherever they go. No matter what is thrown at them, peace, it comes from their inner self. They plan to have peace. They breathe it, they pray about it, and they rest on peace. You can even journal about peace. You can walk in peace. That needs to be your everyday thing. Now, that doesn't mean you won't have any adversity. That don't mean you won't have any bad days or things that come your way. But I guarantee when you choose peace, peace will start leading your life. You will probably be a little less angry. You will probably even smile more. And I guarantee you that you won't allow your emotions to control you. My friends, if no one has taught you about this process when it comes to your emotions, you have to start teaching yourself. Give yourself permission to learn. See, you just didn't learn things in school. You can still learn something every single day you wake. I don't want you to lose your family. I don't want you to lose your life. And I definitely don't want you to lose the legacy that you are trying to build all over one decision that you made off having bad emotions or getting in your feelings. You have to be a protector in your life, a protector of your peace, a protector of your emotions. See, all this leads to the soul. It's always a spiritual battle, my friends, but we can win this thing because Jesus has already gave us the victory. When you look around, when it comes to your emotions, realize that you can't continuously blame everybody else for the way that you lash out and the way that you react. You have to blame you, and I have to blame me. And from then on, we can start walking and let it be legacy.